مسيكم الله بالخير. تأشيرة الدخول اليوم تاخذنا إلى بلد في جنوب شرق آسيا، حيث الطبيعة والخضرة والأجواء الاستوائية الجميلة، بلد المساجد، بلد القرآن. اليوم حلقتنا في جمهورية أندونيسيا، خلكم معنا. السيدة لينا ماريانا، سعادة سفيرة جمهورية أندونيسيا، كل الشكر لكم على استضافة قناة الATV العدالة لإقامة هذا الحوار ما بيننا وبينكم. كل الشكر لك سيدتي.
So thank you for inviting me to speak about Indonesia in front of Kuwaiti. So thank you again.
شكرا لك. دعينا نبدأ سيدتي عن رمضان، هذا الشهر الفضيل والكل يتمنى قدومه ويستقبله، يعني بأحر من الجمر كما يقولون، خاصة الدول الإسلامية. كيف يكون استقبال الشعب الأندونيسي لهذا الشهر الفضيل؟
So Ramadan is a very important and very special month for us. Because in Indonesia, the population is 272 million and about 90% are Muslim. So we have a very good memories, interesting memories from when we were kids. So usually we welcoming Ramadan by cleaning the mosque, the musola, the small mosque, because we have a lot of mosques and musola, we call it, in all over Indonesia. So people come to masjid, to musola, to the mosque to clean up. And one thing that I don't know if the Kuwaiti have a tradition of this, we are kind ziarah, you know, the term Arabic ziarah. Yeah, to visit our parents, our family cemetery. So when you welcoming Ramadan, avoid this cemeteries area because the traffic will jam for hours, sometimes for 3 hours. And we also visit to our families, especially for the elderly, for the elders, people, the families. And we say maaf, like we saying during the Idul Fitri, saying maaf to other people, friends, family, etc. Yes, so it's very special. A very special month for us in Ramadan, during Ramadan. So
جميل.
yes.
لهذا هناك معلومة يعني سمعتها سابقا أن زيارة أندونيسيا جميلة في رمضان، يعني إذا كنت تريد أن تزور أندونيسيا زورها في شهر رمضان ستجدها مختلفة.
Yeah, so during Ramadan usually people tend to use this month for themselves, for the families, for themselves, and many food stall or for the restaurant, etc. close during Ramadan, during the day. So in our view that Ramadan is not the right time for you, for example, Kuwaiti, to visit Indonesia, unless you'd like to see how is Ramadan performed by the people. But for visiting the tourist destination, usually it's very quiet. It's closed. The restaurant, the small food vendor, they all close. But we also, of course, that let the people who are not fasting, they can eat during the lunch. But the restaurant have to close their windows by the curtain. So we, in that case, we don't see people eat inside. And even though Indonesia is the Muslim biggest country in the world, but we respect other people that non-Muslim. The pluralism, the wasatiyah principle, the moderation principle in Indonesia is a very, respected by Muslim. And this, because this is during the formation of the country, our founding fathers, they hear they respect for the non-Muslim and give them the chance or let them to do anything they want, and we don't impose our Islamic laws to others. So that's why during the Ramadan usually it's not the tourist time.
إن شاء الله نزورها إن شاء الله في وقت لاحق بأشهر غير شهر رمضان. لكن سعادة السفيرة ودي أسألك عن تبادل الأطعمة والهدايا في رمضان ما بين الإندونيسيين. يعني هي عادة قديمة وما زالت موجودة. حدثينا عن هذه العادة.
Yeah, what is interesting that even in the city and also in village that there is musola or a small masjid inside the compound, the housing. So usually they give us the list of the schedule that this time your turn to send food for iftar to the mosque. So we send it to the mosque usually, to the musola, because during breaking the fast, people come to the small masjid, what we call musola, and they enjoy iftar there. And before a pandemic, even it becomes the trend for the ministers invite people, friends to come to their house for iftar. And the iftar will be attended almost by 200 people in one place before pandemic. But during the pandemic, they just send the box of the meal, and sometimes in the what we call it social facility in the complex of the housing, they put kind of place that everybody can put rice, for example, sweet, etc., for people to take it for fasting. And what is interesting during the pandemic is because it's a very difficult time for people, and the economic situation is not good. But you know, the well people, they make like package, food package, and they stand on the road, and they give to the bicycle or motorcycle riders, to the cars, and they give them this food. So I think to share, and what we call gotong royong. Gotong royong means that we support each other. Tradition is in Indonesia is very, very strong, and it's in our roots, the cultural roots of Indonesia. And especially during Idul Fitri, yes, we send food and hadiah to our families, to friends, even to our non-Muslim neighbors. Yes, yes. So we send food to them, and we have a very special cuisine that in every Muslim house we have this kind of what we call it ketupat. Ketupat means that rice cooked in coconut square waving model. So maybe inshallah we'll invite you during Idul Fitri in our residence to serve you ketupat. Even though it's quite difficult to find leaves, the coconut leaves here. Yes. And also the rice wrapped by banana leaves. So in every house we have this kind basic food for every Muslim's families in our country. And again, before pandemic, there is what is the temporary market, food market, to selling iftar for iftar cuisines. So it's very interesting because the food, the cuisine that you cannot find in daily life, you can find during this Ramadan. They sell everything on this food stall, and the local government provide the tent for people to buy this food. So I believe that you heard about Aceh, because Aceh, when the tsunami happened in our country, your government supported us very strong, and even in Aceh we have the school what we call Mubarakia. So and of course the first place that I visited is Mubarakia to have the special food of your country, majbouz. I love it. In Aceh, there is a special porridge cooked by men. Cooked by men. So in Indonesia, the cooker, the chef is usually wives, girls, not men. But in Aceh, men cook this special porridge, we call it. So inshallah, maybe if there is some opportunity, inshallah you can visit Aceh to enjoy this and during Ramadan.
ان شاء الله. سعادة سفير، يمكن انت ما عصرتي رمضان في الكويت بالسابق كونك جديدة في الكويت، لكن اكيد سمعتي عن رمضان في الكويت. شو اللي سمعتي عن اجواء رمضان في الكويت؟
Inshallah, so even though I've never been here during Ramadan because I just arrived 2 or 3 months ago, but I am expecting Ramadan here, and I have nice experience, a very wonderful experience. A month when I came here, I was invited by the Kuwaiti family, big family, big family, spending more than 3 hours, and invited to the farm with Kuwaiti's families and friends, because I have a close friend here in Kuwait from long time ago. 10 years ago we met in a certain function, and I believe that the bondedness, the tightness among the Kuwaiti people may be much better than Indonesian, because everybody come. So everybody come. So I will mention my name, my friend's name, Anwar. So Anwar's sisters, Anwar's husband and sister husband, all family, nieces, nephews, they came on this family gathering, and I said, oh my God, in Indonesia maybe we cannot do that because they stay for hours. And I was invited from 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the gathering finished at 9 o'clock during the night. So this is new for me, the new experience to gather with the family of the Kuwaiti family and friends for hours, because in Indonesia maybe we spend together maximum 3 hours. That's the maximum. Here you can spend together for long and talk each other, phone each other, and the meal served every time, and I get, oh my God. So and with various meal served for us, and they forced me to eat this and this, and I said no, it's but you have to try it, and I tried a bit of this cuisine, food, and I love it.
دعينا نتكلم عن سعادة سفيرة عن العلاقات الوطيدة ما بين الكويت واندونيسيا من السابق، علاقات دبلوماسية وطيدة وقوية وتربطنا يعني خلينا نقول مواقف سياسية كثيرة.
So I think the relation between the two countries, Indonesia and Kuwait, a very long history. So officially we have the diplomatic relation is started in February 28, 1968.
صحيح.
Yes, 1968, and we have an office here in Kuwait in 1976, covering the Bahrain and Qatar. But the embassy is here in Kuwait. Now Kuwait become a single Indonesian embassy here because we have also office in Qatar and Bahrain now. And the relation in terms of trade, in terms of especially about the trading between the two countries is very good, even though in our side we are facing the deficit, the balance deficit, the trade balance between Kuwaiti and Indonesia is a deficit, but we try to invite Kuwait government to invest through the foreign direct investment in Indonesia, because from long time ago we had at least about 8 projects, big project, financed by Kuwaiti, by the loan from the Kuwait. But I think the last project financed by Kuwait government is in 2006, long time ago. So even though now we have I met with the COPEC, so I would like to congratulate COPEC because they find the oil site in Anambas very potential there. So hopefully this will come up with the oil that we can make and strengthen our cooperation in the future.
صحيح. سعادة سفيرة، دعينا نتحدث عن اندونيسيا بما انها يعني في جنوب شرق آسيا وتعتبر بوابة دخول الخليج أو الكويت بالتحديد إلى شرق آسيا، وبالعكس أيضا هناك مواد غذائية وهناك يعني تجارة ما بين اندونيسيا ودول الخليج عن طريق بوابة الكويت. هذا التبادل أو هذا الاتجاهين ما بين الكويت واندونيسيا في هذا.
Yeah, you're right that Indonesia is very important for you because as I said that the market is very huge there, and Indonesia also in the Southeast Asia, in the ASEAN community, the market about 600 million people there, so it's very potential for Kuwait government. And for us, Kuwait also very important because as a member of Gulf Cooperation Council, maybe Kuwait can be a hub for Indonesia to export our product like seafood, vegetables products, for example. It's very cheap from Indonesia, and I think the quality is very good. The quality is very good. I think that's we are working on it very hard to invite the Kuwaiti businessman to Indonesia and the other way around. And in the near future, in the short time of March 16, we will hold what we call it an Indonesian Kuwaiti Business Council meeting, even though it's virtually, but inshallah in the near future we will make a like business matching, because I know that here you have about 40,000 companies, and also in the Kuwait Council, Business Council. So I think it's a very huge potential, and hopefully in the future we can strengthen the cooperation in economic sector.
جميل جميل
إن شاء الله.
سعادة السفير، احنا سنستمر معك بإذن الله، وهذا الحوار سيطول في حلقة قادمة، فلا ننتهي عند هذه النقطة. لدينا يمكن أسئلة كثيرة ومحاور كثيرة سنعرضها إن شاء الله بإذن الله في حلقة قادمة. إذن احنا مستمرين مع سعادة سفيرة جمهورية أندونيسيا، لكن خليكم معنا باكر بإذن الله.